Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Mr. Stoltz. As we all know, colder months are right here, or maybe it's coming in the near future, depending on where you're located. I'm in Sweden right now, and it's starting to get pretty chilly. It's not snow yet, it's barely getting really cold, but it's getting worse and worse and worse every single week. So what do we all need when fall and winter comes? Winter boots. There's a few different brands that makes me think about winter and fall just by looking at the logo or the silhouette of a shoe. And Timberland is one of those brands. I used to have it when I was a kid, and I always loved the quality, how it looked like, and everything else. It's an excellent pair of winter and fall shoe. So for fall and winter of 2016/2017, I picked up two pairs earlier today. I got the classic and then a new model as well, because why not treat yourself with a new pair of Timbs or two. So let's start looking at the first model, the classic one. So let's take the small one and put it down here for now. And then, here we go, this big box. We have the classic Timberland logo. And other than that, it's just a green, simple box with Timberland a little bit all over the place. And on the front, it reads, it says Timberland, men's. I got on a size 10. So let's take it out. So here I got my new winter boot of fall and winter 2016. So this is the one, this is the Timberland. This is the classic yellow boot that we all love. Everyone is rocking it. It's a classic pair that works for everything fall and winter. I used to have this one when I was a kid, and this one works just as great today in 2016 as it did 30 years ago. It's just a classic design. It looks excellent with great quality. So let's take a quick look at this shoe. So this shoe has been released in a variety of colors, both for men, women, and kids as well. And in various of lengths, low tops, and mids, and highs, and everything else. And there's nothing that I can say that is bad about this shoe. Everything about this shoe is just so perfect. It's just the thing that if you don't like high top shoes, maybe you're not gonna go with this one. You might go with a lower version, because even the lower versions are using the same excellent quality, waterproof and everything like that. But I tend to go with this one if it's snowing a bit. Let's start looking at the front of the shoe. The front toe box is all yellow. It has the same excellent leather quality. And if I move up, we have thin laces. This is one thing that I want to change on this boot though. It's really thin laces. I think that it would feel a lot better, especially if it's cold, to have thicker laces, because maybe you have thicker gloves, and if you really want to grasp it and like tighten it. This one makes it a little bit harder because it's easy just to pull it out like this and it just slips out. So this is the only thing that I want to change on this shoe, but you can probably find thicker laces for this shoe. Other than that, we have golden eyelets and then a thin tongue. Another little thing with the tongue. The tongue is actually seam sealed. So at the side here, at the shoe, you can see that it's actually sewn to the side of the shoe. So if it's raining or there's a lot of snow, you will keep your feet dry. Taking a look at the side, this leather quality is amazing. And just like every other Timberland, everything on this shoe is made with perfection. So even the seams are perfectly aligned. They run excellent on all different kind of corners and everything else. And at the bottom, we have the classic Timberland logo. At the top, we have the thick leather in black. Feels really good around your ankle. And other than that, just an excellent side. The inside of this shoe has the Prime Loft 400 gram insulation. It's a second layer that's been added on the inside to keep your feet warm and dry. And I gotta say that this actually really works. Even though if it's super thin, it still keeps your feet really warm and dry. So big kudos to Timberland. So what do you guys do? Are you rocking this shoe, or do you think that this is too warm or it's too much? Maybe if you're living in LA or San Diego or something like that. I know that a lot of people are rocking this shoe because it's a really great fall and winter shoe. However, it doesn't really get super cold in Cali. I know I lived there for many years, But for example, Colorado or like Europe, Sweden, whatever, this one is perfect. So what do you guys do? Are you rocking this one, or are you saying, no, this one is a bit too much for me? Leave a comment down below. So taking a look underneath, we have a thick and heavy outsole that is suitable for all types of terrain, and it will actually last years and years. My last pair, I had it for 5 or 6 years, and it was still in great condition after been using it for many years. So I know that this outsole is really heavy, durable, and it will last for almost everything. A little side note, I really love that Timberland is really strong about using recycled materials. I know that Adidas is doing it as well and a few other brands, but I like that this shoe, for example, is made out of 59.2% of recycled material. Once again, kudos to Timberland. Moving on to the second pair that I bought earlier today. This is a brand new, or maybe not a brand new, for me it's a new model. I haven't seen it before. Maybe it has been out for quite some time now. Last year I never bought a new pair of winter boots because I moved to Sweden from LA at the end of the year. So I thought, nah, I don't want to buy a pair of big boots right now because winter is almost over. But for this winter and fall, I thought, why not get a new and freshly designed pair of Timberland that kind of looks like this one, but it's still new and kind of innovative. So the model I got is the Timberland Killington. It looks exactly the same like the old box, and on the front it reads, it says Timberland men's, and I got it on a size 10. So let's take this one out. Here we got the new Timberland Killington boot. So this is the Timberland Killington. Doesn't this one look kind of like this one? So what I was thinking about is that when I went into the store, I had my mind set up like, okay, I'm gonna get a new pair of high top classic Timberland. So I got this one, perfect. So, but right next to this one, we had this little one. And I felt, oh, that one looks really good. It looks like that one, but it's just more sporty. It almost has a sneaker kind of feel to it, but it looks almost the same. Do you agree? So this one is not as good for rain and fall like this one. For example, the tongue on this one is seam sealed to the side, this one is not. There's a lot of other great things on this shoe. So for example, the entire upper of this shoe is 100% full grain leather. And if we start taking a look at the front of the shoe, excellent smooth toe box. And then a cool thing about this is that the laces are 100% recycled. So once again, big kudos. And if I move up, we have the classic Timberland logo at the top of the tongue. Taking a look at the side. This one has the same yellow color like this one. And both of them look really good. We have the same Timberland logo at the bottom. And the one difference is, of course, the design of it, but the upper on this, the black leather, on this one, it's brown and it's not leather. But both of them look really good. What do you think about it? One of the things that makes this one stand out from this one and a lot of the other winter shoes is that this one has a midsole that's called Sensor Flex. We all know that walking around for this one for hours and hours, this one does not have a lot of great cushioning and support when you're walking around. So this one is really welcome because it adds a lot more comfort when you're walking. However, I gotta say that even though this one is really comfortable, it can't really compete with Adidas and Nike and what everyone else is doing, but it's still a great addition to all the winter boots that's out here. And I gotta say, I tried this one out a little bit, and it's actually not as good as it's being described as, but it's still, of course, compared to this one is a lot more comfortable. So I'm glad that I put it here because it's an excellent option for people that want to have a winter shoe and still with a little bit of extra comfort. Okay, so on the inside of this shoe, Timberland added an Ortholite insole. This actually, it's not a big deal, but I tried it with this one and without, and it actually adds a little bit more extra support. So that's always an extra plus. So let's take a look at the outsole. The outsole is not as rugged like the classic, but it still has a great design with the Timberland logo in the middle with the brown parts, and these brown parts actually adds a lot of grip, a lot more than this one. So if you're out and it's kind of slippery, I even believe that this one is better than this one. So let's take a short on-feet look with both of these ones. So a lot of people love fall and winter, some hate it. The only thing I'm glad about is that Timberland is still around, that they're still making a lot of different options for everyone else out here in order to get the best pair of shoes for everyone out there. So the two I got here is just a small percentage of all the shoes that Timberland has to offer. But this is the two that kind of grew on me and I had to grab them. So what do you guys think about both of these two right here? Which one is your favorite? I know already that everyone's gonna say this one just because it's a classic, but try to keep an open mind and maybe this one is better, or be honest and say, no, I don't like this one, I like this one a lot more. Leave a comment down below. So this was my little short video of Timberland for fall and winter of 2016. Is Timberland your go-to fall and winter shoe, or is there another one? Leave a comment down below and let's discuss both of these shoes. And as always, hit that subscribe button. I believe it's right here nowadays. And I'll have 2 more videos right here if you want to see some other reviews that I've done. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.